Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to give you some of my polishing tips. So let's put 2 minutes on the clock and let's get into the video. So my first tip is safety. That means safety glasses, mask, and you also might want to use gloves to protect your hands. So obviously when polishing, you're going to be throwing up a lot of polishing compound. Sometimes it's going to fly up in your face or in your eyes. You might not want to breathe it in. So if you want to be safe, use your mask and use some eyewear. So the next thing is these gardening gloves. I found these very handy. If you want to be polishing a big ring and it's going to get very hot, this will help protect your hands. Also too, the buffing, it can wear your fingers out if you're doing a lot of it, so you might want to protect your hands by using a pair of these gloves. If you want to find a glove that's actually comfortable to wear while you're polishing and it's got a good grip. So, gardening gloves. Here's another trick I've seen people do is cut the ends of the gloves off, and this will keep your fingers protected and it's also going to keep them nice and clean. So if you want to save some money and you don't want to go to the jeweler's store and buy one of their expensive polishing motors, you can just find a really cheap grinder, put one of these spindles on, attach it onto the end. So what you'll do is you'll take the grinder wheel off and then you throw a spindle on and you've got a cheap polishing motor. So now you got your polishing motor sorted. Now you're going to need some polishing mops, some brushes, some felts, and you might want to get an inside felt and that'll do the inside of the ring. And next you're going to need some triply polish. Now this is the cutting polish, so this is the first stage. You triply everything, then you'll move on to the final polish. That's when you use a rouge polish. So this is a white Dilux polish and this one is a green rouge. Now you can get a red and you can get the blue rouge as well. When I'm using the Dilux or the rouge, I will use a different mop. So my next tip is you want to make sure that you hold onto the ring tight. You definitely don't want it flying out and hitting something because then it could damage the ring. Also, the ring is going to get hot, so you want to make sure that when you're holding onto it, that it's not going to get too hot, that you're going to want to let it go. You want to be moving the ring around and not polishing in one spot. You just want to make sure that you polish nice and even, making sure that there's no scratches left in it. Once you've removed all the scratches, then you can move on to the next stage of polishing, which is using your final polish. Then all it needs is a quick clean in the ultrasonic. This is my last tip. This is another little handy tip that when you buy a felt and it's brand new, it's normally got a little small hole on either side. Some people try to screw it on like that, and what happens is they screw it on crooked, and then when they turn it on, the felt has a little wobble. So what I normally do is I turn the polishing motor on first, and then I let it grab and then it'll spin on, and usually it goes on nice and straight and then it doesn't have the wobble. And I'll do the same thing with the mops. We've definitely blown past 2 minutes on this one, so I've got a lot more polishing tips to come, so I'm going to have to do another video on that. If you like this type of content, subscribe to the channel and you might want to check this video out next. Like, comment and share, and thanks for watching.